Hi everyone, today we are going to draw realistic eyes. So to start, we're going to draw the outside shape of the eye. This is the speed I was drawing it in real time. And now I'm just going to speed up the video because as you see, when you're drawing eyes, you keep readjusting the shape until you like it. Every eye is slightly different in shape, so I'm just doing it until it looks visually appealing to me. It's kind of a matter of opinion at this point, but they're kind of oval shaped. You'll see there's that little curve towards the center, and then the other end is pointier towards the outside. So as you become more confident in the shape, you can start going over it with thicker, darker lines. And until then, you just want to press lightly so that you're able to erase, and then when you're more confident in the way it looks, you just go over it darker. So I'll go over both sides. And the thickness does have to do a little bit with shadows, so the upper line is a little thicker just because if the lighting was straight on, I guess you would have a little bit of shadow there. So after you like the outside shape, you would draw the circle inside the eyes, first lightly, readjusting it, and then go over it darkly again. Again, the thickness of the line has to do with making it a little three-dimensional, so some areas are a little thicker than others. You just want to move your pencil in a circle, see how you like it, erase it if you don't. That's the good thing about pencils, you can always go back if you don't like it and readjust. Then I added those little lines on the sides of the eye close to the center, so it's like a little curve and then a little line next to that. So then you want to draw the very center circle of the eye. I'm sorry, I don't know what parts of the eye are called. I know it's like the pupil and the iris, but I forget which is which. Comment below if you know which is which, and you could teach me something. So then I marked out 2 spots for highlights, and by the way, I'm looking at a picture of an eye just for a guideline, and then I went over the center circle really darkly, and around the center circle I had very light shading. Basically I made like a fuzzy outer layer that was a little lighter, and then I made these light lines that are not really zigzag, but they're like curvy ovals, I guess you could call them. They've got a lot of curves in them and they're pretty thin. And then I just turned my pencil sideways a little bit and shaded very lightly. Then I went over those really curvy lines. I don't know how to describe them. It's a good thing this is a video so you can see it visually. Don't worry about going over your highlights because you can always erase them to make them pop a little more, and that's just like if you have light shining on the eye. And then I erased around the outer edge of that circle so that it would brighten up a little bit there. Then I had that line above the eye. I don't know what that's called either. I think it's just a fold in the skin. Then I started drawing the eyebrow. First I made like just a guideline of just a curve very lightly. And then these are just smaller curved lines that go over that one guideline. They're kind of random, but you don't want to make them all look exactly the same. You want to vary the size. Usually towards the center, like near the nose would be bigger, I guess, or at least thicker. And then here I'm just adding details to the other eye. I'm just going to do that a little faster. And I'm not doing it exactly the same. I switched the order of the shading a little bit there. Also, I'm adding some shading around the edges of the eye there very lightly towards the inside. And then just adding the other eyebrow, using my eraser to lighten up any points, and using the other side of the pencil to darken anything, adding that little line up of the eye. Now let's draw the eyelashes. So for these are lines that are just going to start on the outer edge and curve. And they curve towards the nose or towards the other way. Like you want some that curve one way, some curve the other way. It should be a little random, but not too random. Usually towards away from the nose, the eyelashes are longer usually, and then as you go towards the nose, they become shorter. And then I'm just drawing some lines for the nose. I'm going to represent some of the nose with shading, but I'm just drawing these guidelines. And again, I'm erasing and then redrawing them. And here I'm adding shading lightly with my pencil, and then I smudged it a little with my finger. I probably should have used a sharpened pencil versus a lead pencil. Probably would have been better for adding the details with this, although I don't like resharpening pencils. Probably should have, though, because it would have been easier to shade with. I'm just adding some final details. And then comment what do you think of the eyes. And here are what the final eyes look like. Thank you for watching. And you can watch more how to draw videos on my channel Variety Girl 1. Also, I have some drawings of entire faces on my blog. miriamsketchbook.blogspot.com is the website. I'll have a link below. It's called Inside Miriam Sketchbook. And you can find me on social media at Variety Girl 1. There'll be a new video, not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, because I upload every other Thursday. Thank you for watching.